All right, in this final problem about the simple machines, about the screw, there is a 7/16 inch nut driver with a 1.5 inch diameter handle. So we're going to draw a handle on here. There's a handle, and it's a nut driver, so it kind of comes out like this and kind of comes out like that, maybe. And then there's a screw in here like this. Probably should have done that in a different color. There's a screw there, and the diameter of this handle from there to there, diameter is 1.5 inches, and this screw has a thread note of 1/4 20 UNC. And the 1/4 is the diameter of that. We don't really need that. The 20 we do need. 20 means 20 threads per inch, or TPI, threads per inch. And UNC means a unified course. That's not important to the problem. The first problem says, what is the circumference where the effort is applied? So we're going to try to turn this handle here, turn it around. And so we want to know what the circumference is. Circumference is pi times diameter, so it would be basically 1.5 pi, which is like 4.71 inches. So that's your first answer for the first problem. Okay, the next problem says, let's see, where is the problem? There we go. Okay, what is the pitch of the screw? Pitch is the distance between one thread and the next thread, and pitch then is 1 over the TPI, the threads per inch. So it would be 1/20th of an inch, then would be your pitch, or 0.05 inches. So that's the pitch. And it says, what is the mechanical advantage gained in the entire system? Because technically it's kind of a wheel and an axle with a screw. So your entire mechanical advantage is your IMA. And IMA for the screw is circumference over pitch. The circumference we already figured out was 4.71. This thing goes around one time, 4.71 inches. And the pitch, which we just figured out, is 0.05 inches. And that gives us an ideal mechanical advantage of like 94.2. Pretty huge, which it usually is for a screw. That's you get a lot of mechanical advantage. 94.2 is your ideal mechanical advantage. Then it says, ideally, how much force can be overcome if 5 pounds of force is exerted? Ideally means that your AMA is going to be also 94.2, and AMA is the ratio of the forces, so force resistance over force effort. And so that means your AMA is the same as IMA, so 94.2 would equal your effort force, which they just said we're going to put in 5 pounds. How much force can be, your effort force is 5 pounds, so that's going to be 5 on the bottom. And your resistance force is asking how much resistance force can be overcome if we exert 5 pounds. So the resistance force then is going to be 94.2 times 5, and I should be able to overcome 471 pounds. 471 pounds of resistance force. And that is the final problem that we didn't get to in the board battles, so QE that, and hopefully that made sense to you.